Rivers, Tri-State Zone, and Nevermore International Zone is hosting a workshop series that's going on right now. Just had a class today on Disadvantage State. Wednesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Spectator passes starting at $3. Student passes, I believe, are $15. You want to be in the arena with Nevermore Rivers, uef.gg/learn-more for all the details. And of course, just so much going on here in Tri-State. Everything that's involved with the Collision Series, Fusion on Mondays, House of 3000 on Wednesdays, and of course, Breakpoint tomorrow. There's action to be found everywhere, but certainly you found it right here tonight. Folks, welcome to Grand Finals here at DNA.EXE. Mr.Zercon with the rematch of winners quarterfinals against UtopianRay. To Battlefield we go for game number 1.
Yes, sir. Couldn't sit it better myself, Stu. And, UtopianRay with one hell of a loser's bracket under his resume right now. But Mr. Zercon sitting in winners. Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
got both the balloons, but just happened to be back on stage. So.
Yeah, I mean, dude, sometimes just sitting there in grand finals kind of cools you off a little bit, and you garner a little bit of momentum if you're coming out of the loser side, especially with the run that UtopianRay had. But looking at Mr. Zercon playing right now, you would not know it.
No, not at all, man. Like, Mr. Zercon, I'm sure, has been keeping his hands warm at the very least, and Ray is definitely riding that loser bracket momentum. But yeah, let's see what will come out on top: the immovable object or the unstoppable secretary.
All right, so now again, missing with the water jug. That thing hurts to have land on top of you. I don't know if you ever had a planter land on you, but
I think once.
Yeah, no. My mom was big into gardening, so I've had a few horrible experiences with ceramics.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Ask me about when I went to Spain, but that's going to be for after the tournament. Either way, we're going to forward tilt. Mr. Zercon, that I feel like that setup left a little bit too much to ambiguity, but either way, that's nothing left up to the imagination there with that slingshot. That's going to be UtopianRay taking the first stock loss. Mr. Zercon ever exacting with that slingshot, and 3 stocks to 2 in their favor.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's going to be a long, arduous battle between these two characters. The back throw from UtopianRay going to even things up, and again, neither of these characters really have blow you away type options except for the Wonder Wing. Even then, wow.
But that was so strange to look at, and I don't even know if my brain
muscle glasses their way through that Wonder Wing, man. That was crazy.
Mr. Zercon is just a step above us mortals. What can we say? I don't know.
Yeah, that's Isabelle's government checks coming through the favor right there.
You can't spell demigod without dog, so there's something to be said about that. Either way, slingshot going to prove its worth, and certainly the stop sign going to put a stop to that second stock as well.
She's gonna have to tell you to stop on that one.
Yeah, it is not. It's not an octagon, however. I think. Anyone who saw the announcement earlier today knows just what an octagon looks like. So it's going to be a back throw to UtopianRay, and it's a neat little logo. I like it.
I'm a fan.
I wouldn't say fan. It's just I like it. It's fine. Up smash, not finding the mark, just a little too much out of range. It doesn't pick up like a lot of the other up smashes do. So Mr. Zercon, I'm sure knows this by now, but it kind of makes you wonder what the advantage is for, especially all the Animal Crossing characters, maybe not having as much range as you might expect for the for an up smash. That F smash works just fine, however.
It's so good, dude. It's not even fair sometimes.
Yeah. So. Yeah. No. It's going to work just fine for them, and. Yeah, again, we're actually seeing, now that I think about it, that was the exact way that they finished off Game 5 of...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Game 5 of Winners Final. That exact same thing. Maybe not it was a roll read instead of a Wonder Wing, but nevertheless, you know, you're finishing it off with the F smash at the ledge. You know what works, so stick to it. Now, Mr. Zercon, 2 wins away from taking this whole thing.
Yes, sir. You get again. It's so hard, man. Like, obviously, you know, Ray's played all these sets in a row, and it looks like he's switching to the tried and true. We said enough of you, Bird, and we would talk about you can't spell demigod without dog. You can't spell goddess without god. It's so
there you go,
dog. So
and gotta love anagrams, right? But
yes,
yeah.
I was always terrible at those word association games.
See, those are about the only thing that I was good at. So I don't know.
Yeah, Chris, when are we having that bananagram stream that I just brought up now?
I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, actually,
Maybe, you know.
We'll think about it. We'll see how 2021 looks.
yeah, that sounds like a thing that I can steal from my stream. So anyway, that's a dash attack into the double slingshots. Yo, actually keeping the thing on Mr. Zercon. You know what else you spell dog with? O-G. Mr. Zercon with the piece and taking UtopianRay out, this time with the Palu.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, excellent stuff right there from...
Yeah, seriously. Zercon keeping the peace on him. That's some gangster stuff right there. And the pom-poms. That's just terrifying. Oh, that dare. We've seen Palus try to get cheeky with that before, and you know that UtopianRay is respecting just a little bit, following up the gyroid rocket with the 3 turnips. And again, all the Animal Crossing mains can summon the 3 turnips at will when they need it the most. That is fact. It has been true ever since the last game.
That setup was absolutely insane because there's nothing that Ray could have done there. Like, if he dropped the shield, he was going to get jabbed and down smash probably, but then he rolled and he got caught by the gyroid. Like, Mr. Zercon's like option coverage has been absolutely pristine with character.
Yeah, I mean, again, Zercon's so
really good dog.
Yeah, this is far from the only Palutena that Zercon has had to play, and certainly when you're going up against the likes of UtopianRay, it's nothing to shake a stick at by any means of the imagination. But yeah, that's going to be the gyroid not finding its mark that time. Palu's dash attack finally giving them advantage. But yeah, you're still not avoiding these grabs, whether it be the fishing line or the net. And Mr. Zercon taking that by a score of 3 stocks. You better get off that goddess, said Mr. Zercon, or else you're going to pay the price.
Yeah, seriously, that is absolutely amazing. Like a very commanding 3 stock, from Mr. Zercon, and it's looking pretty. It's pretty much looking like a dub so far. Like I obviously don't want to count out. I don't want to count out our good friend, Mr. UtopianRay here, but I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I definitely do. I definitely do think that Zercon is feeling himself just a little bit, but I have to admire UtopianRay. Again, you're just trying to get better. Maybe you're getting just a little bit weary of the Banjo in this particular matchup, and you know that it maybe isn't invincible. In fact, it was Mr. Zercon that wound up beating you earlier on, and this was by 3 games. You did take a game off of the Isabelle, and that was in game number 2 of the winners quarterfinal set. But yeah, you only won 1, so you're perhaps thinking maybe this is something else to polish up. And you would think that someone like UtopianRay might not have to polish the Palutena, but Zercon is showing that they are more than capable of handling the Green Goddess at the very least.
Yeah, it's definitely that's my favorite talent dressing that away. But it definitely leaves lots of people tired. Like obviously, like when you're so accustomed to playing a character in an offline setting, playing them online is like very, very difficult. So some characters are just built different for the internet, I suppose. But UtopianRay definitely by no means out of it, is that explosive flame will end the stock right there for Mr. Zercon. So
Now, yeah, this is Zercon again with these nairs. I mean, how weird is it that we're seeing Isabelle's nair be more established than Palu's nair? That is just a weird feeling.
maybe if Palu had pom-poms with her nair, it'd be different, but guess what? She doesn't.
Pom-poms on the staff?
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know if cool is the word that I would use for Palu's nair. However, UtopianRay is going to use a word, and that is useful, as it winds up dragging Mr. Zercon off of the stage. Not going to catch the get up with the up smash. UtopianRay is going to punish with the side B. And again, just you got to get your feet on the ground and establish your neutral game if you are UtopianRay. Otherwise, you're just going to get battered around by this dog all day.
Yeah, no, Ray's been dungeoned off in the corner for what feels like the entirety of the second stock now. And, Mr. Zercon just looks very, very comfortable in this matchup. Ooh,
And again, that slingshot is not missing all that often. UtopianRay, all of a sudden, down to their tournament stock. And you have to, no matter what happens, Koopa, you have to give it up to UtopianRay. This entire tournament, they have been facing off, with the odds against them the entire time. Certainly not giving up on this game number 3, but going up against Sensei, and then Beast, and then Rivers, and then Lights, just to make it into Grand. That is a remarkable feat. Mr. Zercon having the lead, but I just want to say it while UtopianRay is on their tournament stock, because I doubt they are done quite yet, though Zercon is going to try to make sure of it, especially with the F smash.
Yeah, no, UtopianRay's definitely not out of it. Palutena has been one to steal a game or two with how strong her aerials are, but see if Mr. Zercon will give Palutena that opportunity.
Yeah, and UtopianRay just missing these opportunities on the ledge is able to get back at the very least, and having Zercon down to their last stock, you can never count UtopianRay out, certainly not with this Palu, but is not able to be as efficient with their combo game. Isabelle is deceptively hard to hit in the air, so it seems, and that hit grab not going to come to fruition quite yet, though good to establish it.
Yeah, UtopianRay's inched ever so closer here. Mr. Zercon having a hard time getting the stock off. Just go through a forward throw for positioning's sake.
Eats the feet right into the face of Mr. Zercon, and just trying to make up this difference in percentage. At this point, you can kill Mr. Zercon, but I feel like it's a jump read at that point. That up smash might just come in handy.
But
the up throw is going to do it. We shits you not, and Isabelle is your grand champion. Mr. Zercon takes it by a score of 3-0.
That's a good one. That's great breed awareness right there. So
there you go, man. If I never hear the words breed awareness ever again, I will be so happy. But Mr. Zercon taking it. UtopianRay, what a run into second place. Not the way that they wanted to go out by any means, but can't say enough good about the way that they have played. Lights coming through, a surprising third place finish for them in their return to DNA. You better believe that they're going to be wanting more. But nevertheless, that's your win, place, and show. And what a show by this Isabelle tonight, Koopa.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely Westminster, the dog show people approved. I don't know the freaking names of it. It's fine, but I'm running out of dog jokes. But again, great stuff for Mr. Zercon. A great familiar face to see in these trying times. He's a great player offline. He's a phenomenal player online as well. And one of the great hidden bosses we have in this great, beautiful state I like to call New Jersey sometimes. I'll call it other things other times. It's fine. But before we before we get into too deep into semantics, we gotta pay the bills or something around here. So Chris, why don't you roll on those slides?
Absolutely. Thanks once again to the United E-League Federation, UEF.GG. That is where you can register. Here's where you can play games, and there is where you can earn credits. Earning opportunities are available for players, commentators, organizers, live producer, and so much more. you want to find out more, hit up the Cord, discord.link/UEF. The United E-League Federation is a proud partner of Master Hand Gaming. But of course, again, the learning opportunities are palpable. Tell them a little bit about the Workshop Series, Koopa.
Yeah, the Workshop Series is a weekly gameplay course every Wednesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Being hosted by our very own Rivers, leading the 1 hour sessions. Passes are $3 and a membership access coming soon. This is such a great idea. James is a phenomenal. As much as I love to dunk on James, he's a phenomenally smart player. He's great at his craft. He's an excellent teacher. There's a reason why so many of the players around here are as good as they are, and it's because they have James to play and learn from. And you can check out more info on that at uef.gg/more-more.
Yeah, and of course, this isn't the only thing that we've got going on in Master Hand Gaming. Join us every single Sunday at 7 p.m. for the Nintendo Circuit. That is our Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online weekly. The tournament code is right there. You just hit us up. And also make sure that you hit us up on social media so that we can get your stream featured. Because without your streams, we can't make this happen. We don't have spectator mode in Mario Kart 8. So, yeah, definitely tweet us your streams. They will be featured right here on Master.
You know what? Now that I have a streaming device, I do have Mario Kart on my Switch. So,
hang on a second. That's kind of hype.
Yeah, that's kind of hype. But moving right along, the other series that the Collision Series brings to us is Breakpoint, a Collision Series weekly every Friday night at 7 p.m. That's tomorrow. You can sign up today at smash.gg/breakpoint. You can watch live on twitch.tv/Collision Smash. And again, shout outs to the Collision people, the staff, always doing great stuff behind the scenes, giving you guys, providing themselves 2 weeklies a week and also helping us run this one bracket-wise. So never a dull moment around here, man. And speaking of that other weeklies too.
Well, I mean, it's more like 3 if we're being completely honest, because they've got Fusion going on as well. We kind of miss offline, don't get me wrong, but we've adapted all the offline tournaments to online. Breakpoint's going to remain Wi-Fi. That's the cool thing about that. But of course, Fusion.EXE, that is every single Monday. That's every single Monday. That happens over on Score One UNL and also on Collision Smash. Registration ending at 6:30, and the bracket check-in is an hour later. If you want to know more, smash.gg/Fusion for all the details. Fusion.EXE is a proud tournament within the Collision Series. That's going to do it from us here tonight. Koopa, you got any last words for the people?
Yeah, again, thank you guys for continuing week in and week out to support Master Hand Games. And for the first time ever in my life, I have something I can plug at the end of the stream. This is crazy. 2020 is truly the year of surprises. This is something, but listen.
Follow him, Koopa NJ on Twitch.
Yes,
please
go
Twitch affiliate. Smash the follow button.
If you guys feel so inclined to do so, you can follow me on Twitch. If you want to sub to me on Twitch, go right ahead and do that as well. I'm streaming a variety of stuff. I'm playing, Smash Wi-Fi. I do Mario every Monday. I'm playing through Sonic Forces right now. I got some other stuff in the works. I'm really excited to finally be able to produce some content and see the fruits of my labor. So if you guys feel so inclined to check out what I'm doing on the side, by all means, go ahead. Check me out at twitch.tv/Koopa NJ. That is Koopa NJ like New Jersey. So
there you go. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter and Twitch as well at Stu, STU, the announcer. So once again, final score in grand finals. That was Mr.Zercon taking it over UtopianRay by a score of 3-0. A wild week. Mr.Zercon showing that they're the top dog in Tri-State tonight. So that's going to do it from us. For Chris Elodian in production and Koopa on the mic, I'm Stu the announcer saying good night, and until we meet again, happy smashing.
Take care, folks.